Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jeff, and I'm doing my day trading recap. Today is Friday, 11/29, the day after Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving. Today, I knew today could possibly be a very slow day. I already knew the stocks that I was going to watch based on the daily charts that I was extremely interested in. So, I was really interested in Piton, PTON, and also AMRN. Um, yeah, let's get into Piton and show you exactly why I was watching this. So this is this stock has been on a tear, and it was basically looking like it was going to set up for another leg up and a breakout at all-time highs, which has been making for a few days here. So if you see on here on the daily, um, you can see what right when this thing IPO'd, it was just building a base, right? It's just building a beautiful base. Some people will call it a cup, right? So it's a beautiful cup. You can see that this was the breakout level right here. Sorry for my line, it's not that straight, but and it broke out there. And then if you notice, it was holding this level here in which it was just kind of building a handle. So you have a nice little cup and you have a handle in which it's just consolidating, right? And because of that, it's holding the level, which is suggesting that it's holding that price level and that this stock is in consolidation and it's just digesting the gains that it's made this leg up, right? And what you want to see is you want to see, as you can see on Friday, or I'm sorry, Wednesday, this was the all-time highs. And on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, it broke that and it held, which is very, very bullish, right? So now this stock is closing at all-time highs. That's exactly why I wanted to watch this. I wanted to watch this for a break of this Wednesday's high of day. And that was my watch. If this was going to get there, I was going to take this long because there is essentially no overhead resistance. This is just at an all-time highs. There is no resistance. With that being said, let's get into the intraday charts and we can see exactly what I was looking for. So, as you can see, this thing opened up really strong. It was, it gapped up from the close. Again, this is the break that I was looking for. I want you to notice how it cracked it, came back down, tested VWAP. So this is the area where I wanted to get long. So I had to take a couple stabs at this. So this came here on the first 5 minute. I took it for an orb. Um, I took it long and I set my hard stop right here. And it didn't break it. So it came down and it stopped me out. But again, I was still really watching this because I just knew that I had to catch this one, and if it had the momentum, it was gonna break. So right when it was retesting that break of all-time highs, I took it long again with my stop right there. Yeah, I got stopped out on my first trade. That's okay. Followed my rules. So I was setting up again for another opportunity. I took it long, no hesitation. Put my stop right there, and as you can see, this one worked out amazing. Just picture perfect. Just it's great to see when you see a stock that you've done your homework, you've done your analysis, and then it just pans out. And as you can see the move that it's made. On here's the the 1 minute. I was in this for a long time, so we'll focus on the 5 minute here, as you can see. So I took my first partial literally at 2 to 1. I took a quarter off here. I allowed it to consolidate. It got back. I took another quarter off. Yeah, it broke and I just started partialing up on the way up. And I was fairly confident that this could be a big winner, mainly because of that daily chart. And I know a lot of swing traders and a lot of position traders have been watching this because they did report earnings about a week ago, and it was good. Yeah, as you can see, man, this thing was just forming beautiful ABCD patterns. And yeah, I was just riding it on the way up. You even had another ABCD pattern, right? Yeah, or it's ABCD, and then you could see A right here, another B, C, and D. So this thing was just, you know, breaking up, consolidating, breaking up. So that's what you want to see, those beautiful ABCD patterns. And yeah, uh, once it got to, I believe it was like around 34.80, and it came back down. At this point, I've already made more than my daily goal, including that loss that I had there. And yeah, I just got all out, as you can see right here. You could see that this thing eventually even ripped, almost close to 36 bucks, which was incredible. But nonetheless, you're never gonna pick the top. So I'm perfectly happy with the move that I got. And yeah, it was a really great trade. So the next trade I took was on AMRN. Also, AMRN was on my main watch, and I'll show you exactly why. So you see how this thing gapped up on good earnings. And also I guess they had a drug that got approved. So yeah, with that being said, this thing gapped up, ripped up higher, pulls back. This is very constructive, and we'll zoom out on you can see that, the all-time highs are right around this area. Sorry about that. All-time highs are right here, right? So it actually got to all-time high. It's pulling back, and what I really liked about this pullback and what was going on with this price action that I was really focused on is I want you to notice it started consolidating, and the price action is started to get tighter and tighter. And when you get, an expansion and it pulls back, just think of it like a spring, right? So eventually, the price action is getting tighter and tighter, and then you get a nice expansion, one way or another, right? So it's going to break up or break down. But I was extremely bullish on this, mainly because I want you to see this beautiful inside day candle, and on decreased volume. To me, because this is a level here and it's not quite breaking that, and I'm watching this volume with this decreased volume, this tells me that sellers are exhausted. And I mean, it's very important to understand these inside day candles, hammer candles, and what exactly is going on there. So I was looking at this for a break of this high of day. Potential target could have been 21.22, and also this high 21.77, right? So I'm looking at this. I want to get long once it breaks this high of day, and catch that momentum. And so now let's get into the trade. So on the daily chart, you see that. So let's see what we're on the intraday chart. So intraday chart, you can see I played this for a 5-minute orb, and I actually gave this a little bit of room here because I know how the stock can move. So I missed my entry right around here because I was trading Peloton. So I knew that I had to give this a little bit of a wider stop. So I took this long here and I set my stop literally right here. So right around that break of that high of day. And yeah, I wasn't even watching it. I just let it go. Um, and I was trading PTON at the time, but yeah, as you can see, this ended up working in my favor as well. That was a nasty pullback, but I'm glad I gave myself a wider stop. As it got to my 1-to-1, I started taking quarters off, and yeah, I just started partially on the way up, basically, and I knew I wanted to get to 21.22. That was essentially my main profit target. And yeah, I took majority of my shares off there. Once it started to get to around 21.30, I took more off, and then I set my hard stop um, right around here, and eventually it did stop me out. But yeah, all in all, I was able to capture this move. So very very happy with the trades that I took today, and yeah, it's I'm lucky that I had a really good watch list, and I'll be honest with you, sometimes or actually, a good amount of times, it's really going to boil down to the stocks that you're watching, and yeah, you want to be in the right place at the right time, and I happen to do that today. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it at the bottom. Other than that, I hope everyone has a beautiful weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday.